Hey y'all, it's Nancy the Handy Scandy. Welcome back for another crafty venture.
And thanks for joining me while I flip through some of these tags that are just waiting to be finished.
Hey y'all, so I had mentioned kind of showing you guys some of the tags that I have sitting waiting to be made into something or just to be finished. But yeah, so I thought while I had a little bit of stamina, I would go ahead and see if I couldn't record this video. But I have many different tag dies, as I know I've shown you guys over the course of my videos, but these are some tags that I just bought off of Amazon. I think I got 1,000 of these tags for just a couple of bucks. They weren't expensive. They're just manila tags. There's nothing fancy about them, but I do have a lot of them. And I coffee dyed these. This one I actually have some. I did some ink smushing and some splattering on there too. But these I just dyed in some coffee grounds and things like that. So they have that vintagey vibe, right? Like they're just really old. Some of them look like they're kind of burned. That's just from sitting in the coffee. So those are really cool. I'm eager to make those into something. And then these, I had excess ink on a stamp from Whimsy. I can't remember what this is called. I want to say it's Gothic Skulls, but I don't think that's right. But it's a 6x6 red rubber background stamp. But I just stamped off the excess ink. And then this one is the vintage wallpaper. And same thing. So while the ink was still wet, I went ahead and stamped it. And then as I went on, I just did second, third, fourth generation. I just sprayed it down a little bit with some water. Just got as many prints as I could. So again, these are the skulls, and then this is that vintage wallpaper. So these, I'll just take the smallest ones first. Now these are a little bit of everything, right? I've had some of these for years. I've been working on them for quite some time. I was doing some design teamwork for Colorful Life Designs this summer, and I was using this stencil. And I actually made several different backgrounds with it, and then I die cut them into tags in different shapes. And I'm wondering, I don't think there's any more of this one in the stash, but there is that. And I had my vintage script from Whimsy as well. Had some ink left on it, and so I just went ahead and stamped it there. It's actually a mica stain. So I don't know if you can see that see the shimmer of the script. But anyway, there's that tag. That'll be cool. And these are just some more tags. This particular shape, I have a larger one and a smaller one. They are from Joann. They are from the Park Lane series, I believe. And I just thought it was a fun shape. This one I did some ink smushing, and then I used that same vintage script with the mica stain to print that off. I thought that was really pretty. I love that shine. So I'm going to set these over here. These two are, I want to say these came in a Simon Says stamp card kit, because I don't think I have any others like this shape. But anyway, I have a mermaid stencil from Whimsy, and I think that's what I used to put this paste through, and it's so very pretty. Love that. I need to finish making those into something, but they're very, very pretty. And then this is one of these tags, but again, I did some ink smushing, and then I stamped that that same vintage script with the mica stain, and there's also some gold splatter on the background there. So, oh, here we go. This was made at the same time as this one. In fact, I wonder, yeah, they were the same. So I had one big background, and then I just die cut it using different dies to make separate tags. So anyway, same thing. This tag shape is from Whimsy Stamps. It's the the second largest of the mini slim rectangle tag dies or something like that. And yeah, again, I used the vintage script with the mica stain to stain that. And then these two are with that same tag die from Whimsy. Let me get a drink. And again, using stencils from A Colorful Life Designs. So this is that sphere, Harlequin Sphere, I think is what it's called. And this one is something quatrefoil. I can't remember for sure. But just had a lot of fun on these days playing with the pastes and the stencils and the distress sprays. Love those. Those are a lot of fun. And these two are from a workshop that I did with the amazing Tracy Evans from All in Create. If you are not familiar with her, I would encourage you to get familiar with her because she really is an amazing designer. She designs stamps and stencils. I think she has dies as well. Plus she creates, you know, so many amazing projects. And she has workshops galore. Like, I want to take them all. But anyway, the way we did this is as my brain recalls, we took like copier paper and we scrunched it up, and then we did gel plate prints with them, and then once that was dry, we flattened them out somewhat to do the gel plate print with, of course. But of course, you know, you can see that because of the crinkle nature of it after you know, wad it up, it doesn't get the medium doesn't get down in all the spots. So there's a lot of good white space. But then we did the pulls, and then we let that dry, and then we flattened them out a little bit more, and then we brayered over them. And so a couple different techniques on there, and they look so cool. And part of me wants to use them. Part of me just wants to hoard them and look at them and pet them and adore them. Once we were done with them, we did adhere them to cardstock so that they would be sturdy enough to work into our tag books. These happen to be two that I did not use, and I love them. These were also from that same class, and just using different techniques. Yeah, so these are gel plate prints as well. This is, I don't remember if it's a second or third generation of the same as these, but you know, you've got a big gel plate and you pull multiple tags at one time. So anyway, that's these two. They simply just didn't make it into the tag book and haven't been used yet, but I have used them many times over the years since that workshop. But at that time, I did not have any tag dies. So in terms of shape and whatnot, I was just winging it. So I tried to make them even. Clearly that one is not. But, you know, these are pretty good. I did really good. You know, I cut one side, and then I used it to cut the other side, and then I lined them up. Because I wanted the ones that were actually going to be in one book, I wanted them to be as uniform as possible. So anyway, there's that. And then this stamp is from a stamp set called Memento Mori. Olga, I can't think of what Olga's last name is. But, yeah, she's a little more macabre, kind of gothic, if you will, in terms of her design style. But, yeah, I really like it. And then I also have some more of that vintage script in the mica stain stamped on there. And then these little heart stamps are from Tracy Evans. So, again, I just kind of want to hold on to them and not use them because they're beautiful as they are. But I love the softness of this. And I have used these over the years in different ways. And, yeah. So these two were created with Posca pens, as were these two. I basically just did some what we would call ink smushing, right? But I used Posca pens because I don't even know what project I was working on for either of them. But yeah, I had Posca everywhere, and so when I went to clean up, I sprayed it with water, and it just blooms. And it just, you can see that they layer so beautifully. Like the colors, you know, you know how we always say wet on wet blends, wet on dry layers. Well, these just layer. They're just beautiful. I love it. I love the detail in those. They remind me of a calico cat with that color scheme. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And you can see how it has kind of a smoky ethereal effect. I didn't do a whole lot of layering on these. I just kind of dabbed up what was there, and I love, yeah, I just love the difference of intensity and the color. Look at that big bold yellow where it didn't have a whole lot of paint, down here to where it's really, really soft and delicate, where it didn't have a lot of paint, didn't have a lot of water. And down here where it was diluted, it's really soft and delicate. I think they're just beautiful. I love them. I love them. Now these three were just a hot mess. I don't think I even remember the whole story with them. And they are pre-made tags because they have that whole reinforcer on them. I don't know where I got them. I used some paste and I added a colorant to the paste, but I thought it was ugly. I mean, it just didn't, it just didn't knock my socks off. Anyway, then I added another stencil with some shimmery paste, and I didn't like that either. But it all started with gel plate printing in the very background. I don't know if you can see that. And this one, it has it in the background too, and this one as well. But anyway, I think one day that I will have the absolute right project for them. But for right now, they're just waiting for that day. Now this is watercolor card. These two are not watercolor card. This one is watercolor card. These were all created on the same day. Now this one is the same shape as these, basically. It's a little bit different, but I'm wondering if I didn't get these from Tim Holtz, because this one was created with the Tim Holtz die. These three were all mica stains. All of the stencils are from A Colorful Life Designs, and all the paste is Crackle Paste. And then all of the inks are from Ranger and Tim Holtz. But I think they're very fun. This, I believe, is called Quatrefoil something. And again, you can see that vintage script is in the background as well with the mica stain. And then I love the white space that I was able to maintain on these three. That's hard for me to do, but I love it. I had a great time with those. Again, I don't know if I just want to continue to hoard them or if I want to actually use them for something. Now these are several years old, and again, these were the pre-made tags. These were gel plate prints using the Arteza acrylic paints. Again, you can see that these are very shiny, very glossy. This one, if you look close, there's real subtleties of color. There's browns, but there's also some purples and pinks, and maybe even a little bit of blue. And you can kind of see the ghost images of stencils on there. But it's very faint. Really, it just looks modeled. But the stencil that I used for both of these was from Sweet and Sassy Stamps. And it's a picket fence paper glaze. The black glossy paper glaze that I used to stamp on those. These are textural wonders. Like, you can see all that grungy goodness that came up from the gel plate on that one. And when there's a lot of grungy goodness, I don't want to use it. Like, I just want to hold on to that grungy goodness. You can see here too the grunge. Gosh, I just love it. And while these aren't particularly grungy, they are very modeled. And I love that as well. And those bright colors, like look at that contrast between the neutrals and the bright bold colors, but I love them both. And then these three, like I said, they will have the right project. It'll show itself, and I'll know at the time. But I am going to stop for now because my voice is not happy with me and I need to go rest. But I also have some other things that I want to share with you guys. It just won't be right now. But let me know what you think about these. Do you know who Tracy Evans is? Have you done any of her workshops with her before? What are your thoughts there? And what are your thoughts in terms of how I might be able to use some of these? I am very intuitive. You guys know that, I think, by now. And when something arises, it arises. And until it does, then I don't usually try to force anything. But this is what I have for now. And I thank you guys for spending some time with me. I do want to give you a quick glimpse of the backgrounds that I want to flip through with you. Some of these you guys may have already seen. Some of them probably not. But yeah, I don't have it in me to do it right now. But yeah, I'll be flipping through these hopefully in the next day or so while I have the energy. But for now, I need to go rest and I want to get this edited and uploaded tonight. So thank you guys again for spending some time with me. Chat with me downstairs in the description box. And just let me know your thoughts. Thanks so much. Until next time. Mwah. I'm out.